Alright, I'm going to be making this video because I've actually had numerous requests for this, so I decided why not. So I'm going to start with the stuff that's actually up, mounted on my boards and stuff. I'm just going to start off with this MS2, this older one with the bolded letters, posed like this. Yeah, it's kind of a pain when this thing falls underneath. And then we're setting it's a nightmare. Yeah, I leave the key in there, but yeah, that's just it's an interesting MS2. They didn't have these exact ones at my older schools, so when I said I was mocking my system, I technically wasn't, because the ones they had at my school were the more common non-bolded letter versions, like the newer models. So yeah. And then I decided I'll show this off too. This is a pretty cool S1224MC computer mouse thing. I don't know what they're called, but like it's a thing where you like use a computer mouse. It's pretty cool. Brother made it for me on my birthday. And same with these two things, the Simplex T-Bar magnet and the Simplex T-Bar keychain. It's just sitting up there for now. And then the things that are actually, oh yeah, I forgot to point this out, the Simplex T-Bar light switch, which is pretty cool. And then the things we have on my system, we got this Firelight BG10. This normal one. And then we got a P241575 Horn Strobe first gen with the screw, as you can see. And then we got another P241575, except that one has the snappy, so it's a second gen. And then down here is a Firelight BG12, my first fire alarm related product I bought. On that side is an S1224MC. I have 3 of these. There's another one outside my door. I'm not going to show that right now, but the one outside my door was my first fire alarm notification appliance. And that one's virtually the same exact thing. So, yeah. And I have another one of those as well, but it's broken. I don't know where that is. And then we got a 2400 system sensor. And then we got an Edwards heat detector. I forget the model, but I think I made an unboxing video for it, like a short one. I don't remember though. If I did, the model number is listed there. And then we go down here to most of my fire alarms that are, like, basically they're just loose. Most system detectors I'll be including. I'm not going to be including the ESLs though, since those are really for home stuff. So we gotta go pull stations right here. We got a Simplex. I already forgot the model. I think it's like 299 9754. It's the one that Nathan gave me. And then it pulls like that. And the resetting, it's very simple. And then this one's basically the same thing, except this one is addressable, as you can see on the back. It's 299 795. It's the one my brother gave me as an early birthday present. Obviously, this won't work on my system. And then we got our Edwards pull stations. We got the Siga. I don't know if there's an actual model number listed here. I guess that's the model number. The catalog number is 278B-1110. It's a Siga pull station, if you want to consider it that. These are actually pretty good, except they're a pain to reset. They pull like that, and then how you reset them, you gotta use the screw. Some models have a key, which make it a lot easier, and then there's a switch inside you gotta flip, and then you gotta push this back while holding this up. I cannot do that with one hand, so yeah. But they are definitely built, these screws are built a lot better than these. You can see it's like very damaged, kinda. It's a 270 SPO. This is one of the more basic ones. Pull like that. These are classics. You see these in the movies. They are very common to see. iCarly has them. And then we got i3 2WB right here. System sensor. This is one of their newer smoke detectors. This is my first smoke detector I ever bought. Not smoke alarm, smoke detector. Just want to make that clear. And then we got this Siemens. I forget the model of this too. It's I'm not too edgy. I think it's like the MS51 or something. if it wants to pull. Oh, it's open, I see. Well, then I gotta show you the model. Yeah, MS51. And it really just pulls down like that. But it's already open, so not gonna bother with that. And now we'll go to our notification appliances. I got quite a few of them, so we'll go and show these one by one. We got this bell right here, which is something I need to use. This is not really used for my fire alarm system. It's really going to be used for that elevator panel. This is an Edwards 439D 6AW. 24 volts, 24 volts DC. I think that's the model. And then we got these wires at the back. Now, I've actually never tested this before. Nathan told me it will work on 9 volt, which it will. How I could probably do that is I could probably use these 3 9 volts right here. I don't know if this is gonna work. This will be ridiculously loud. No, it doesn't work. Alright, whatever. I haven't really tried it that much, so please excuse that. I just tried running them off 3 9 volts. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get this thing to work. But yeah, it's fine. Get that out of the way. And then we got 2 EST Genesises. I don't know if they're different model numbers. This one's more interesting because it has the fire lettering. And basically every way you can categorize the trim plate, it's got in the middle. The model of it is, I'm not exactly sure. Let me zoom into this. I'm not exactly sure of the model, but you guys can read the back. And I think this one right here is pretty much the same thing, since it actually is the same thing, except it's just white. Oh, wait a minute. Multi-candela strobe. That's interesting. Is this... Oh. Maybe it's a remote strobe. I didn't know this. Maybe this is a remote strobe, but it has a horn cover on it. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a remote strobe, actually. It's just... I don't know why it's like that, but it's maybe I'm not used to it. I might be seeing things, but whatever. And then we got an older Edwards horn right here. This actually came new in box. This is an Edwards Integrity. I think the model is 75738-T horn strobe. And I heard this is this has multi-tones on it, like or like code 3 and continuous. I'm losing my focus right now. Yeah. I didn't know that from before, but yeah. And now we got a bunch of system sensor things. We got I already showed off my classics, which are all up in my system. These are my 2 advances. The SR and P2R. This one has multi-tones as well. Yes, I'm keeping it low because they're incredibly obnoxious. And then we got the newer advanced, the L series. They have the same model numbers, but you just add L at the end. So this, in this case, SRL, P2RL. So yeah, those are basically the same thing, except the horn strobe versions actually have 2400 hertz on it, I believe. I'm not sure though. It has like a smoke alarm tone on it. And then we got the system sensor mask. I am not sure if this works yet because I've never tested it. But if we look in the back here, it's like kind of the tones. It might be stuck on one tone because I have never. This thing is kind of a pain. You can see it's kind of like chipped away here. Yeah, I have not tested this thing. And it also came with its trim plate, which I have right here. I paid like $1 for this plus shipping. And then we got our Wheelock stuff. We got, this, ooh, I did not mean to do that, but alright. This is a Wheelock MT, probably one of the best fire alarm devices for small collectors. Alright. Especially because, what's it called? It has like 8 different tones on it. It has like continuous, it has like a whoop, it has a lot. That's all I could say. They're very cool devices. I've been needing one of these for a very long time, and I got this for my birthday. So, yeah, that's Wheelock MT. The only thing I don't like about them is these things in the front here where you have to snap off for the screws. I don't think that's a big deal for actual buildings, but for collector purposes, it might be a little inconvenient having to do that if you mount it. But if you have them as just spare, like just lying around, you just wire them up and make it do things, then it's good for that too. But if you're mounting, it's kind of inconvenient if you're trying to change it. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. Other than that, they're pretty sleek devices. And then we got a Wheelock Exceeder. God dang, what's the model? I always forget it was like simple too. I think it's like STR. Yeah, this is an STR remote strobe. I'm gonna get the horn strobe with this eventually. And then we got a Wheelock AS. The interesting thing about this one is that ceiling mount, as I did not initially know when I first got it for my birthday, like 4 years ago. Yeah, I don't know the actual model number, but just consider it an AS. And then we got this Wheelock remote strobe, and it's the WST-24. These are pretty rare as well. They're essentially the 7002T's remote strobe. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And Nathan gave this to me. Big thanks to him for that. And then we got this Wheelock blue strobe. It is the RSSB, I believe, -24 MCW. The cool thing, obviously, is that it's white and it has the blue strobe. Itigo has a similar one, except it's waterproof and it's red. Yeah, I like these blue strobes. I wanted this to go with my STI stopper I have over here, which I actually forgot to show. This isn't really fire alarm related, but it's in that category, which I'll show off anyway. They have these at my school, except they say lockdown on it. You push it in, and then some of them will use a special key, but this one you just turn to reset. It's actually a lot more user friendly for collectible purposes, especially if you lose a key. So yeah, that's supposed to go with that. That's pretty much the reason why I bought this, but I have never wired it up to make it do something like that. And then we got this Simplex speaker strobe. It's massive. It is cool, I guess. It's the 4906-9151. This is not the free run version. This is the Smart Sync model. So the strobe won't actually work, but the speaker will. But I haven't really gotten a chance to do anything with the speaker because I don't have a proper headphone jack. So I haven't really gotten around to play around with this yet. But soon I will. And then we got probably my favorite fire alarm of all time, not just in my collection. And that is the Simplex 4050. I have never tested this yet. This is my first mechanical horn, and I heard these things were pretty darn loud. And also the cool thing about this one, like the System Sensor Mass, came with a trim plate, or in this case, a flush plate. So when you put it on, it looks like this, or something, at least somewhat close. Yeah, there you go. It looks like this, and I think that looks pretty cool. I might be the third person to have this plate. These also look good on the 9838s. I mean, not the 9833s. Which look very similar to this, except it has 4 cutouts on each corner instead of like the whole grill. But yeah, Probably my favorite fire alarm of all time, and I'm really happy to own one. So, yeah, that's basically my entire fire alarm collection. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Looking around. Or anything else that's like fire alarm related. I thought I had something else, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, here's my system. Yeah. I don't think I'm missing anything else. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and that'll be it.